Hello everybody, and welcome to today's beautiful yoga session. So it's going to be a little mixture of chair yoga and standing yoga. We don't need any props today, so we're going to begin by gently finding that nice comfortable seat, closing your eyes and just taking a few moments to arrive and relax. So I'm getting better with technology. I have my iPad today with me. So it's very interesting. I actually got a lovely book during the week that I'm reading, and it's called Fairy Forts, Portholes to the Past, and it's written by Joe Kerrigan and Richard Mills. And it's really based on the 60,000 fairy forts that we have in Ireland. And it brought me back to think about how the Irish culture, we've always used circles. So these 60,000 fairy forts, they're all in the shape of a circle. It just got me, I suppose, thinking that circles remind us that everything sort of moves in a cycle. So in our yoga session today, we're going to use lots of that symbol for cycles and circles. And we're going to bring those lovely symbols into our own life. And of course, the one that we unconsciously do in a cycle all of the time is our breath, which is the most important thing. So now we're just going to relax, we're going to connect together, and we're going to move beautifully today. So we're going to begin by just doing some beautiful breath work. So I'll just pop my little iPad back up here on my table, and we'll get going from here. Okay, so the first lovely cycle of breath that we're going to do today is just that lovely 4-box breath. We're just going to do a few rounds to help us to relax a little bit more, reduce some anxiety and stress in the body. For me, it's all about listening, deeply listening to ourselves. So we'll begin by placing our hands upon our thighs, palms facing up, and we'll bring our thumbs and first fingers to touch. You can close your eyes now. We're going to breathe in for the count of 4 through our nose. We'll hold our breath for 4. Then we're going to exhale through the nose for the count of 4. And then we'll pause at the end of that exhale for the count of 4. So breathing in, hold, breathing out, hold. So breathing in, hold, breathing out, hold, breathing in, hold your breath. Now breathe out and hold. So continue now just for a few rounds on our own. Just see if you can deepen your breath a little bit more. And as you're doing this lovely 4-box breath, just see if you can really tune into it being a circle or a cycle. So make it that lovely round shape if you can in your mind. So I love to have the symbol as we breathe in, we're moving up through the circle. It's like holding at the top. And then as we breathe out, we're moving down through the circle. And then holding towards the end. Breathing in. Hold. Breathing out. and hold. Let's do 2 more rounds. Well done. We'll continue with that lovely symbolism of circles. We'll take the arms out and we're just going to breathe in, creating that wonderful space all the ways up to prayer. And then we turn our palms and we come down in that circle or shape again back towards the body. Turn the palms out as you inhale, lifting that lovely energy up, reaching the top, turning the palms out as you sweep the hands back down towards the body. So you're breathing in, turning the palms, lifting up, looking up, prayer hands together, and then breathing out, sweeping the hands back down. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Let's do 2 more. Bring the hands back to prayer at the heart center. You're going to point the fingers forward and you're going to scoop the energy towards the heart, turning the palms and taking them out as if you're holding a plate. We're going to bring those palms back in towards the heart into your prayer. Then we're going to make a little heart shape, push the energy out, take it up into your mountain, cactus the arms, and we'll bring it back into prayer. So you're inhaling, sweeping the energy near the heart, rotating the hands, taking them out as if you're holding a plate, drawing the prayer hands back in, making that heart shape, spreading the fingers, stretching the hands out, taking them all the ways up to the sky, and then cactusing the arms open. So we're inhaling, sweeping the energy in and out into that plate. We bring them back in for the inhale, exhaling, stretching them out all the ways up, cactus. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Breathing in and out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, rotate, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Let's do 2 more. Breathe in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Last round. Breathe in, breathe out, breathing in, and then breathing out. Well done. Isn't that beautiful? You can do that during the week in that lovely flow. You could do about 20 to 30 rounds of that. It is so relaxing. It's a beautiful mantra and mudra that brings us that lovely ease. So I just like to say I am healthy, I am happy, and every cell in my body is full of love. So you can just repeat that beautiful mantra with it if you want to practice that during the week. So let's begin by just doing some extra movement while we're sitting. I'll move back my chair so you can sort of see. So we're going to take our hands out and we're just going to circle the wrists. So again, we're staying with that nice theme of circles. And then we're going to circle them in the opposite direction. And I'm going to sneeze in the middle of it. Oh, then we take them up to the sky and we're going to circle. And then in the, oh my God, I don't know what's happening. And in the opposite direction, we're going to circle. We're going to take them out. If you can see here, we're going to take them out. I know, I'm just showing you to the side, and we're going to make those nice circles with the hands. So you're circling, I'm going backwards at the moment. And then we're going to do 5 breaths here. And then you're going to circle forwards. Excuse me, I have no idea where those sneezes came out of. Well done. We're going to bring the fingertips to touch. So the elbows are at shoulder height. This is your inhale. And then on your exhale, you're bringing the palms together and you're lifting the elbows as high as you can. So we're inhaling, coming back, keeping the elbows in level line with the shoulders. And then you're guiding the energy up. So you're inhaling, exhaling, squeezing the elbows together and up. Breathing in, open them out really wide. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out, squeeze and lift. Breathing in, open up. Breathing out, squeeze and lift. So it looks pretty easy, but there's a real lovely stretch for your shoulders and your shoulder blades in this one. Breathing in, stretch out the elbows. Breathing out, lift and squeeze them together. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathing in, breathing out. You're doing really well. Breathe in, breathe out. You're building some lovely strength here in the shoulders as well. You should feel them beginning to heat up a little bit. So breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, one more, breathing out. And well done, you can rest those hands down onto the thighs and we'll go to the feet now. So you're taking that foot out in front and you're just rotating those ankles. We're going to go, I'm going clockwise. And in a moment, let's go anti-clockwise. Oh, there are my toesies on the screen. Let's do the other foot. Up it comes, lift it up, keep it in line with that hip. And again, you're going to move. So you're rotating the ankle. And then you're going to go in the opposite direction. Okay, we're going to come, hands onto the knees. You're sitting out towards the edge of your chair. You're nice and grounded. We're going to do some nice circles with the spine. So again, you're drawing the heart forward as you come forward, and then you're sinking the heart back as you lean back. So you're inhaling, coming forward, and then you're rounding the spine, tucking the chin as you come back. Inhaling, lifting the chin. Exhaling, tucking the chin, rounding the spine. Breathing in, breathing out. So it's like if the tailbone is going right down through that seat, anchoring you to the ground, and you're just spinning around the tailbone. So you can make those circles as big or as small as you want to today. You can change it up and go between big and small. You can bring the shoulders into it. You can really round the spine when you come back. And we're going to go now in the opposite direction. So this is lovely. It's just bringing some nice fluid and movement into our spines, giving the back just a nice little gentle stretch and creating just some clarity in the body. Let's do one more. And wiggle, 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 come back to center. We're going to come to standing now. So we're going to move, I'll just move my chair out of the way. And we're going to do some standing poses. So grounding down through both feet. We're going to sweep the arms up into your mountain pose, looking up at the palms, gentle bend in your knees, folding forward and down. Relax the back of the head. Bring the chin towards the chest. Inhale, slide your hands up your shins, make a flat back and look forward. And then exhale, slide all the ways back down, generous bend in your knees, tummy towards your thighs. Inhale, sweep the hands up, looking up. Exhaling, folding forward and down. Inhale, make that table shape. So push off the shins or maybe the knees, looking forward. And then exhale, slide all the ways back down. Inhaling, rising up into your mountain, gentle back bend. Then exhaling, folding forward and down. Breathing in as you come halfway up. Breathing out as you release and let everything go. Inhaling, sweep the arms up, mountain. Breathing out all the ways to the earth. Inhaling, table, flat back, look forward. Exhaling, fold. Inhaling, mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhaling, table. Exhaling, fold. Let's do two more. Breathe it in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Come all the ways up. Breathing in. And take that energy back down into the heart, which is really good. And so for this one, we're going to reach the hands out in front of us and we're going to pull the energy back in. So the elbows are coming back into the sides of the body. So here you're inhaling out, grabbing the energy and pulling it back in, okay? But we're going to bring a little step with it. So you're inhaling, exhaling, breathing in, take the step into the opposite direction. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathing in, breathing out. Pull and pull. Pull. That's it, you're doing really well. And pull. We could do a little dance to this. Let's do two more. And pull. Well done. The legs this time are going to come out a little bit wider. So toes are pointing out, knees are tracking out over those toes. And you're going to put your one hand on your hip, the other hand, palm facing down, is at chest height. You're going to come into a little squat, but I want you to imagine you have one big ball here, these squishy round balloon balls in front of you, and you're pushing it down towards the earth. So you're inhaling here, and then you're exhaling, squatting down, pushing the ball down. Breathing in, push the ball down. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathing in, imagine push. So I want you to feel that tension, that energy in your hand as if you're pushing that ball down. Breathing in, push the ball down. So here in time, we're going to imagine that palm is coming down in line with the knees when we're squatting down, but we're keeping a nice straight back. It's the seat, the tailbone is coming down towards the earth. And exhale. Inhaling, exhaling. Breathing in, breathing out. One more. And we'll swap sides. So other hand on the hip. This hand comes in front of the chest, palm facing down, elbow out, breathing in, and down we go. So this is a little bit about balance as well. You're bringing that tailbone as if you want to connect it with the earth. Breathing in, breathing out. Knees are tracking out. That's it. Keep that energy going as if you're pushing down that big squishy ball, like a big, huge balloon. Breathing in. We've 3 more to go. And breathe out. Last one. Breathing in and breathing out. Well done. This one is probably a little bit different. We're going to keep the feet where they are. So with this one, I'm going to keep one hand on my hip. You can decide which one you'd like to keep in your hip. And for just to get into the rhythm of it here, you're just moving the hips from side to side. So this is the lovely rhythm we have going. So you're just moving the hips from side to side, just getting a little bit of energy in the hips. Sticking that right hip out as much as you can. Sticking the left hip out. So, oh, we're freeing up those lovely hips for a little bit of movement. So we keep the legs nice and straight, just hip to hip. And now we're going to bring the arms into it a little bit. So this time, you're going to take, okay, so this time that, for me, it's my right elbow and my right hip. And we're going to go in the opposite direction. So the left hip scoots out and the arm goes overhead. So you're inhaling, exhaling, breathing in, breathing out. So you're continuing to scoot the hips from side to side, elbow and hip come together, and you scoot the hip in the opposite direction, and you take that hand overhead. That's it. Scoot, shift the hips, click, shift the hips, tap, click the hips, tap, shift the hips. Let's do 2 more. Breathe in, breathe out, and come back to center. We're going to do that now from the opposite side. And so again, you're going to scoot the hip out, tap the elbow to that hip, then you're going in the opposite direction. So you're scooting the hip to the opposite direction and taking the hand overhead. So you're breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Keep those hips going from side to side. The arm will just tap in. So this is a really good little one as well to get our brains moving in action. Hips are going from side to side. You're bringing that elbow down. We have another 2 to go. 1 and 2. Well done. Come to find that nice little seat now for, oh, excuse me about the chair, scraping along. And we'll do our lovely meditation this evening. So guys, find that nice comfy seat, make yourself comfortable and relax your body. So you can close your eyes now. This is your time. Gently breathing in and breathing out, filling your lungs. And just simply on the exhale, releasing any tension you might be holding after your class. Gently breathing in and breathing out. Now imagine yourself at the edge of an ancient forest. The trees are tall and majestic, and their leaves are whispering secrets in the breeze. And as you step forward through the woods, you notice a soft glowing light guiding you deeper. So you follow the light until you reach a clearing in the woods. And in the center, you see a circle of ancient stones, a fairy fort. The stones are covered in moss, and the air is filled with a sense of magic and wonder. You step into the circle, And you can feel the energy of the fairy fort surround you. As you stand in the center of this fairy fort, you can imagine a portal opening beneath your feet. This portal leads to a place within yourself, a sanctuary where you can feel safe and at peace. Allow yourself now to be gently drawn into this inner world. In this sacred space, take a moment to listen to your soul. What does it whisper to you? What does it need? Allow yourself to be fully present, embracing the stillness and the wisdom that resides within you. And when you are ready, you can slowly bring your awareness back to the fairy fort. Taking a deep breath in, and as you exhale, you can open your eyes, maybe feeling a little bit more connected to yourself this evening. We'll finish our practice by bringing our hands into prayer. We'll bring our thumbs to our third eye. May we have peace in our thoughts this week. To our mouth, may we have peace in our words this week. And to our hearts, may we have peace and love in our own hearts this week. We will namaste to our hearts, and we will all namaste to each other. Namaste, everybody. Have a lovely evening, and thank you very much.